Here's a Reekin Havoc power play.
This past Thursday, the Havoc hosted Macon, skating to a 5-1 victory. Benito Poza scored the only goal of the opening period at 9:30, with Buster Larson and Craig McCabe assisting. Matt Allen and Poza got together for a second period goal at 9:28. The marksman pulled to within one on the power play at 17:04. Cole Reginato put up his fifth goal of the season at 10:13 of the third, with Connor Fries on the assist. McCabe, Larson, and Gio Procopio combined for another score at 12:08. Then McCabe found the net again at 17:10 with Charlie Risk and Reginato lending a hand. 12 penalty minutes went to the Havoc while the marksman got 17. The Havoc had 54 shots on goal. Mike Robinson saved 26 of the 27 Macon attempts. McCabe, Reginato, and Allen were the three stars of the game. Huntsville closed out February with a loss at Birmingham as the Bulls put up 2 goals before Reginato could finally get one through. It came at 7:55 of the second period, with Phil Elgstam and Poza assisting. 2 more scores by the home team came at 8:17 and 12:45. Sam Ruffin's shot at 16:02 made it 4-2. Dominic Procopio helped out on that one. The Bulls put up another pair before the end of the second for the final 6-2 score. Huntsville was charged with 6 penalty minutes to Birmingham's 8. Taylor Joseph took the loss, saving 31 of 36 shots. March started out with an overtime win at home against the Bulls. Jack Yannick and Charlie Risk got the Havoc on the board first at 5:04 of the second period. A score by the visitors at 10:03 of the third sent the game to overtime when Gio Procopio and Larson sent Birmingham home with a 2-1 loss 59 seconds in. Huntsville received 8 penalty minutes while the Bulls were socked with 20. Robinson rejected 20 of 21 shots on goal. The Havoc attempted 41 in all. Gio, Robinson, and Yannick were the 3 stars of the game.
Time now for the Huntsville Havoc Pick of the Pack, a weekly spotlight.
Head coach Stuart Steffen.
Sam Ruffin, number 42, plays center. He was a pickup here kind of midway through the season. I actually spent some time recruiting him right out of college there, but he ended up in the ECHL there for a couple of years, and then this year was kind of having a tough time there bouncing around. So really wanted to just come down here and just play hockey a little bit, kind of, find his passion for the game again a little bit, just try to find his confidence back. And, from recruiting him before, he really wanted to come here, and we were glad to pick him up. He's come in, and he's been a point-of-game player for us, some really good centerman, smart player that is able to generate a lot of offense, but can also play on the defensive side of the puck as well. So he's been a solid pickup, and he's a guy that I can see. I'm not really sure what he's going to do in the future, but he's got a lot of leadership qualities too. He's one of those first guys on the ice, last guy off, always working on aspects of his game. I'm just always trying to get better. So it's been a really good pickup for us here, and a solid centerman for us, and we're happy to have him, and hopefully he can help us on a nice long playoff run here this year too. Craig McCabe, 63, right-handed defenseman for us. Came in halfway through last year as a rookie and, really carved out a role on our team. He's a really hard-working, physical, solid defenseman that, defends really, really hard. And then this season, he's found his offensive game quite a bit, too. I think he's got 11 goals, leading our D-corps in goals. He's not afraid to be up in the rush. He's got a really good shot, and he's been a key contributor from an offensive standpoint for us, but he also still has that defensive part of his game, too. He does a really good job on the penalty killing for us. He's a guy we can trust out against other teams' top lines because we know he's going to play hard. And he also brings a good physical presence to our back end that, sometimes I think could be lacking, but every once in a while throw that big hit there that'll get the guys kind of fired up too. So he's been a really good player for us for the last year and a half ever since he's come in. So I'm excited to see Caber kind of keep growing his game. And like I said, with Ruffin too, hopefully he's a guy that, has a good long, deep playoff run for us this year.
The Reekin Havoc podcast will be right back.
One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair.
Hey, this is Goose DeGurse, and you're listening to the Reekin Havoc podcast.
Huntsville has clinched a playoff position and is at the top of the standings, though tied in points with Peoria at 67. The Havoc also has 3 more games played than the Rivermen. Buster Larson leads the team with 47 points and 31 assists, good for 5th and 6th in the SPHL in each of those categories. Austin Alger is the team goals leader with 21, putting him at 5th in the league. Cole Reginato sets the team pace in penalty minutes with 116, good for 2nd in the league. Mike Robinson is also 2nd among goalies in the league with his 2.19 goals against average and .929 save percentage. Only one game coming up this weekend. It's on Sunday afternoon at Evansville. 2 more road games are coming up next weekend at Birmingham before a run of 5 straight home games to finish out the month. All Havoc tickets are now digital and can be accessed through a mobile device. Go online to HuntsvilleHavoc.com and under the Tickets tab, click on Mobile Ticketing. Keep in mind, too, that the VBC is a cashless venue. Concession stands or bars will not accept cash, and Chuck-a-Puck purchase is only available online. Go to the Fan Zone tab at HuntsvilleHavoc.com and click on Auctions Powered by Dash. Be aware of the VBC's clear bag only policy for Havoc games. This includes no clutch purses, fanny packs, and diaper bags. Exceptions to the policy will be made for all medically necessary items after proper inspection. For more information, plus a list of prohibited items, go to HuntsvilleHavoc.com and under the Fan Zone tab, click Security. Remember, if you're a season ticket holder, doors will open at 5:30 p.m. and remain open until puck drop. You can enter through the doors in the hallway adjacent to the Havoc front office and VBC box office.
Look for Reekin Havoc on Facebook and follow Reekin Havoc AL on Instagram, Threads, and X. You can also hear episodes on your Amazon Echo device by saying, "Alexa, play the Reekin Havoc podcast."
In June of 2005, our twin girls were delivered, Melissa and Ann Catherine, and they were born 14 weeks early.
Amy and Chris George talk about the Melissa George Neonatal Memorial Fund.
They both weighed less than 2 pounds. Ann Catherine was 115 and Melissa was 1'9". Melissa lived for a couple of hours, but all of the medical technology in the world just could not have saved her, and she passed away while she was in the NICU. Chris realized pretty early that God had given us a platform that we could use to try to help people. So Chris and I started the Melissa George Neonatal Memorial Fund at Huntsville Hospital.
To know that Melissa's name is living on, her legacy continues, and I think that was very important to Amy and I, is why the fund is named after her. Because for 7 weeks, Melissa fought so that Ann Catherine would have a chance to live. And I think that we wouldn't be doing her name any justice if we didn't carry on, because we know we wanted to honor her and honor her legacy. And the community, Huntsville Havoc, the community in Huntsville itself, they've rallied around that. And it's been a wonderful support system for us. And I think for a lot of families too, when they see total strangers that are giving.
We're online at HuntsvilleHospitalFoundation.org. Click on the Melissa George Neonatal Memorial Fund and you can give that way.
There's no donation that's too small, and every dollar is just as important as the next one. And if you're giving, then we understand you're giving because you care. And that's what's important, is that we've learned over the years that people give because they care.
And you can volunteer. If you're interested in that, you can click on the volunteer tab to fill out an application. We are grateful for any type of support because we know that once we pull those dollars together, we can do big things.
For more information on the Melissa George Neonatal Memorial Fund, visit HuntsvilleHospitalFoundation.org.
For tickets, official Huntsville Havoc merchandise, and more, go to HuntsvilleHavoc.com. Visit our website at ReekinHavoc.com. Look for us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and Threads. And listen, follow, and subscribe to the Reekin Havoc podcast on your favorite platform to keep up with the only weekly podcast covering the Huntsville Havoc, the Reekin Havoc podcast.